Hi, I'm Jim Hunter. I'm a professor of administration here in São Paulo, Brazil. I'm seated here just 1.5 block off Avenida Paulista, the financial capital of the entire country. And I've been living here for 15 years, almost 15 years, and I've been studying the economy. I've been studying how Brazilian businesses work. And I'd like to share with you and hear from you about how you feel about how Brazil is doing and what your interest in Brazil might be. As we go through these various weblog episodes. And at various times we'll be talking about the Brazilian economy. I'll be interviewing some of my friends who are also commenters on the Brazilian economy. And hopefully we can give you some perspective on how Brazil operates and what our prospects are for the coming year. We're just before Christmas 2011, and we're all looking forward to what's going to be happening in 2012. The world seems very enchanted with Brazil right now. The Brazilian government seems very enchanted with Brazil right now. And is there reality behind that? Well, the reality is that Brazil has changed dramatically in the 15 years I've been here. Brazil has changed because it started out when I first came in 1997, early 1997, as a country with just coming out of a phase of hyperinflation, of unstable capital markets, of a domestic, of a change, almost an annual change in the nature of the currency, the name of the currency. And in those 15 years, Brazil has become a very stable economy within a controlled inflation and with a central bank that has been able to operate the levers of the economy very effectively. This, no matter whether the administration was of the, what we call here, the Tucano variety of the Social Democratic Party of President Fernando Henrique Cardoso, or of the Socialist or Workers' Party of President Lula, who's very popular outside Brazil as well as very popular here. The current president, also of the Workers' Party, of the PT as we say, is Presidente Dilma Rousseff, who had most of her experience, professional experience, recent professional experience, as an administrator, not as an elected official. She is, however, most famous for being a radical during the dictatorship and being imprisoned as a terrorist during the dictatorship, military dictatorship here. She, with her administrative bent, we're looking forward to what she's going to do in her second year of the administration, starting in January 2012, when she's promised a major overhaul of her cabinet. Her cabinet in 2011 has been troubled with various scandals related to corruption. Corruption still being endemic in Brazil as it is in most Latin American republics. However, Brazil's institutions, democratic institutions, are far better established than they were even 15 years ago when I came here, and certainly better than the period when Brazil came out of the dictatorship in 1966 to 1986 to 1988, when really the Congress resumed functioning in a full-time way. And despite all our current complaints about corruption in the Brazilian Congress, it is a functioning democratic institution. So what are our prospects for 2012? Well, the world is very enchanted with Brazil's economy, and there's a belief here and abroad that we have remained well independent of the crises, the continuing crisis and long-term stagnation that's affecting both the United States and Europe. I'm not so sure we will be able to retain that in 2012, my personal view, for two reasons. First, our markets are shrinking. We sell our industrial goods to Europe and the United States, both of whom are threatened with recessions in 2012. Some commentators already say that Europe has entered a recession because of the national debt fiscal crises that have in sequence affected many of the European countries, the countries that I'll call pigs with just one eye instead of two eyes, because I'm not sure Italy really does fall in the pig definition. And the second reason is that China, our major trading partner, who is our major consumer of minerals and other commodities, is beginning to show signs of exhausting its growth potential, and may also be entering a downturn in 2012. So if our markets dry up, how does our economy function? Is there sufficient internal domestic economic activity to keep a 5% growth rate in hand, the 5% being the number that the government is predicting for next year? I'm not so sure about that. And this is what we're going to look at in our next blog post when I get back from my winter vacation in the middle of January. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you'll join us on our next episode. Ciao for now.